They were supposed to be monsters of muscle, men fueled by blood and meat, forged by violence and spectacle. But in the dust beneath the Colosseum, the bones told a different story. Picture Rome at dawn. The city smells of ash and bread. Inside a gladiator barracks, iron gates creak open as fighters rise, not to feast on roasted beef, but to bowls of steaming grains. Barley, beans, ash mixed into water, a meal closer to a peasant's table than a warrior's legend. For centuries, we imagined gladiators as carnivores of chaos. Then, in the 2000s, archaeology began to whisper a quieter, stranger truth. Scientists studying skeletons from gladiator cemeteries in places like Ephesus noticed something unexpected. Chemical signatures in the bones, tiny isotopic fingerprints, suggested diets heavy in plants, not meat. High carbohydrates, low animal protein. These men, icons of brute strength, were eating like endurance athletes. At first, scholars resisted. How could fighters who clashed steel and shattered shields survive on barley and lentils? How could bodies built for violence grow without meat? The debate ignited. Headlines flared. Were gladiators misunderstood, or were modern assumptions about strength flawed? As the evidence mounted, a new image emerged. Gladiators weren't just brawlers, they were managed assets. Owners wanted them alive, durable, and resilient. A high-carb diet packed on protective body fat, cushioning blows and reducing fatal injuries. Bone density increased. Recovery improved. The ash water, rich in minerals, may have acted like an ancient supplement, strengthening skeletons stressed by constant combat. Imagine a veteran gladiator, scars mapped across his arms, calmly eating barley porridge before stepping into the arena. Not weak, not soft. Optimized. Every bite part of a system designed to keep him fighting another day. The mystery deepened as nutritionists joined the conversation. Suddenly, modern sports science echoed ancient practice. Endurance over bulk, recovery over raw power. The gladiators weren't defying biology, they were exploiting it. And then came the emotional turn. These men, often enslaved, stripped of choice, were still cared for in one crucial way. Their bodies were studied, fed, and preserved. Not for mercy, but for profit. Their diet reveals a paradox. Brutal entertainment supported by careful science, violence sustained by vegetables. So when we imagine the roar of the crowd and the clash of steel, remember this. Beneath the blood and sand was a quiet revolution in nutrition. One that challenges what we think strength looks like, even today. If this story surprised you, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your support helps the channel grow, and your voice keeps these stories alive.